50 plus? You say you've been walking for years and know how? You're probably right, but if you really want to improve your health, get fitter, and even lose EBF, excess body fat, here's some tips to get the most out of your hikes. Hi, I'm Kevin, your 70 plus host for Loving 50 Plus, and today we're out of the gym and actually roughing it in the great outdoors. This is that incredible time of year when the world is blooming and budding, the air smells so fresh, and being outside makes us feel great. Of course, some days maybe a little chilly and soggy, but hey, don't be a baby. It's funny what you remember, but I remember this Joni Mitchell singing, "You don't know what you've got until it's gone." That comes to mind when it comes to health and fitness, and it seems so true for us 50-plussers. What really bothers me is when people sort of give in to a decrease in their physical fitness and energy as part of, we're just getting older. Don't ever think that. You don't want regrets to be a part of your future. Study after study all point to the ability of folks to regain fitness, strength, and energy at any age. It just takes a little activity. Now, walking is on a consistent basis, it can change your life. And you don't have to run marathons. The U.S. Department of Health points to as little as like 150 minutes per week of moderate intensive activity. Not all at once. This isn't one of those crazy TV weight loss game shows. You can shoot for 30 minutes 5 days a week. And a great way to get started is to start slowly. You can even make health gains with as little as 10 minutes of moderate activity 3 times a day to get in your healthy 30 minutes. But before you push open the door and head outside, here's some tips to get you going. What's on your feet is hugely important, and I'm not talking about the latest shoe styles so your neighbors gawk and envy. I'm talking about shoes that you've had for 10 years and are thinner than your bedroom slippers. Your shoes should be newer with good support. The great folks at the American Academy of Podiatric Sports Medicine have guidelines on their website and mention the midsoles of your shoes could be worn out with 300 to 500 miles of walking. It sounds like a lot, but at an average pace of 15 to 20 minutes per mile, those miles can add up fast. And that's it's always a good reason for shoe shopping. Now, secondly, water. Nowadays they call it hydration. It's vital to your health and performance, both physically and mentally. I like to have a glass of water, an hour, a couple hours before walking, and another hour before walking, during my walk, after as well. Even if you were a champion chugger back in your college days, it's better to spread out your hydration throughout your day. If, to put it delicately, you have a bladder issue, you probably have a very well-developed, what I call restroom radar. I scope out restrooms like a submarine commander looking for an enemy ship. When you gotta go, sprinting to look for a restroom can often have an uncomfortable outcome. Now next, sunscreen, an absolute must. No matter what your God-given skin color, we all have some degree of risk of developing skin cancer. The American Cancer Society suggests we smear on a broad spectrum SPF 30 at least. Even on cloudy days, 80% of the sun's ultraviolet rays, like today, can get through the clouds. And believe me, I've got sunscreen on. I spent a lot of time in the warm summer sun when I was younger, and I've had issues as a result. And don't forget sunglasses with 100% UV protection. Throw out the pair from the guy at the flea market who claimed, yeah, they're genuine Ray-Bans, discounted just for you for $3.99. Okay, pace. It's so important. How fast should I go? The reputable health organizations suggest a simple way to determine a healthy pace is, after a nice and easy walk to warm up, gradually increase your pace until you're breathing more than you usually do, but you can still carry on a conversation. That's considered moderate intensity. Great for heart and lungs. Now, if you're huffing and puffing like an old steam engine, can only get out a few words at a time, slow down. That's considered vigorous intensity physical activity and not recommended for starting out, and definitely not until you've been gradually building up your heart, lungs, and legs over a considerable amount of time, and definitely not until you've been checked out by your doctor. Now, if you're kind of meandering around at a pace where you can not only carry on a conversation, but can easily sing, a Puccini opera or Steppenwolf's Born to be Wild, and you're keeping up with Mitzi, your wiener dog, with a lot of stopping and sniffing, that's Mitzi, not you, let's just say it's slightly better than a couch. But when you're ready, and Mitzi is home taking her nap, you'll enjoy a benefit from picking up the pace to get to that moderate intensity level. Remember, as we always say, before starting any fitness walks or new physical activity, set up an appointment with your doctor. It's comforting to know when you have their approval. Now, thanks for watching our Loving 50 Plus episode. Definitely forgive the flubs. I'm in the middle of the wilderness out here. I appreciate you being here, and you're welcome to join us at Loving 50 Plus. Please click subscribe to keep us going. If you have a minute, leave a comment. I want to know what you're thinking. What you want for your body, for your life. It's what Loving 50 Plus is all about. I'm Kevin, your host. See you in our next video, and please take care of yourself.